Welcome to the first presentation. I'm going to try to speak slowly, so our real-time live subtitler who is re-speaking everything has enough time to do his job. So maybe this is the moment to thank him for doing his job and providing us with subtitles. Thank you very much, Evan. I like this kind of auto-reference. My name is Miriam Hagmann. I work at ZDF Digital in Mainz. And today I'm going to present the Live Text Access project in the following way. I'm going to start with the consortium, then give you an overview of the project and present the intellectual outputs. The consortium consists of associations. First, we have the European Certification Quality Association, ECQA, the European Federation of Hard of Hearing People, the Higher Education Institutes, SDI München, who is the leader of the project, the Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona, excuse my Spanish, the SSML in Pisa, and then last but not least, we have companies in the consortium, Subti Access, Velotype, VOF, and ZDF Digital. Yeah, I'm going to continue with the overview of the project. The project is co-funded by Erasmus Plus program of the EU, and it started in September 2018 and will go on until June 2021. The goal of the project, as was already mentioned, is to create training materials for real-time intralingual subtitlers, and the focus is the following. The curricula should meet the labor market and societal needs. It should be open education in the digital era, and it also aims on social inclusion. The context of the project, of the curriculum and the learning material is education, culture, assemblies, TV, broadcasting and workplace, and the methods, as was already mentioned, the different situations are going to be face-to-face, online, and relay for the live subtitlers. I want to briefly summarize what real-time subtitling is. I'm sure that most of you know what it is, but still I think it's important to start inclusion at this point. Real-time subtitling is fast writing techniques that are used to produce real-time subtitles of live TV programs, but also real-time court and parliament reports and real-time transcripts of conferences, as we have it today, and classes. There are two different ways that we want to focus on during the project. The first would be re-speaking, and it works in the following way. The re-speaker listens to the speakers and simultaneously repeats, reformulates, and translates what the speakers say to a microphone. And what they repeat is connected to an automatic speech recognition software, which automatically recognizes the re-speaker's voice and turns it into written words. So we have the live demo here, which is quite practical. The second way of of real-time subtitle production we want to focus on is Velotype. Velotype is a Dutch invention modernized in 2009, and it works in the following way. By pressing several keys simultaneously on the keyboard, you can see it here. It's this It's a specialized keyboard. Complete syllables and words are produced, and this keyboard does not only work in Dutch, but it can be used in more than 30 different languages. Now I want to come to the intellectual outputs of the project. Here you've got an overview that they are based on each other. So first we've got the IO1, the skills, sets, and best practices. The IO2 and 3, which consist in modular curriculum and training materials. The IO4, which is going to be an online pilot course. And IO5, the certification. To give you more details, IO1, the skills cards and best practices. This IO is led by the SDI München, and the output we aimed for, so this IO1 is almost completed. The output we aim for is the definition of skills and competences of intralingual real-time subtitlers, and we also want to identify the methodological and curriculum best practices. The method used, those best practices are structured as skill cards and into competence areas, and the learning objectives and performance criteria will then also be visible. IO2, the curriculum design, is led by the SSML PISA. The output we aim for is modular online content for both formal and non-formal education. And the method we are going to use is a universal design approach and also the collaboration with non-higher education institution partners and the advisory committee. IO3 consists in the creation of the training materials. This intellectual output is led by Velotype Pro, and the output we aim for is online open source training materials for re-speakers and velotypists. And the method we are going to use is that the basic training is either put into systems or, no, I'm going to start my sentence again. The basic training will be either input systems or introduction to different application contexts in different working settings. The IO4, the online pilot course, is an IO that is going to be led by the UAB. And the output will be assessment and validation of the quality and the appropriateness of the course design. So IO2, this is where they come into interaction, and the efficiency and the adequacy of the materials, which is IO3. The method we are aiming for is a repository of assessment methods and recommendations on the implementation of the learning material. Sorry. Last but not least, the IO5, the certification, is the IO that is led by the ECQA, and the output is going to be the provision of a certification scheme for the skills card that we developed, for the trainers, for the training materials, for the self-assessment and the exam questions. The method we are aiming for is the establishment of a job role committee that is supposed to assure the quality and the sustainability of the outcomes. So I want to thank you for listening to this short presentation. If you've got questions, all the leaders of the different IOs are present in this room, so don't hesitate if you want to ask them questions either now or at the end of this session or during the networking slots of this event. Thank you very much.